market report for today, 6th January 2022.
Yes, thank you very much. We'll go straight to the stock market reports. On the NGS, when the closing gong sounded at about 2:30, the bulls were in control of the market, as we have seen since the beginning of the year. The ASI, which measures the performance of the market as a whole, had a 0.3% to close at 43,607.94 basis points. Total volume of shares that exchanged hands today was 174 million units of shares, valued at about 2.1 billion naira in over 3,615 deals. Looking at the sectorial performances, starting with NGXASI. NGXASI closed in the negative territory, losing 0.08% to close at 1,722.76 basis points. The NGS consumer goods also closed in the negative territory, losing 0.12% to close at 583.05 basis points. The industrial sector also closed in negative territory, losing 0.39% to close at 2010.02 basis points. The oil and gas sector also closed in negative territory, losing 0.9% to close at 350.82 basis points. The insurance sector also closed negative, losing 1.35% to close at 196.25 basis points. However, the NGX banking, that is the banking index, closed in the positive territory, adding 0.44% to close at 407.41 basis points. Yeah, looking at the performances today, we have seen that it was a bullish market to take in the top 5 gainers. Boa Foods, we're going to come back to Boa Food because it is the security that is making the news in the market today. WACO, NGS Group, UACN, and of course UCA. For the top 5 losers, Boa Cement, Unilever, NEM, Wando, and of course ETI. For the top value traded, Boa Foods made the list again, FBNH, Zenith Bank, UBA, and of course NGS Group. For the top volume traded, FBNH, UBA, Transcorp, Boa Foods, and Zenith Bank. Okay, so we will be looking at the we'll be looking at Boa Foods. Boa Foods is one of the company that are Boa Food PLC, listed on the entire issue and fully paid 18 billion ordinary shares of 50 kobo each at 40 naira per share. Trading license holders are hereby notified that the entire issue and fully paid 18 billion ordinary shares of 50 kobo each of Boa Food PLC were listed on the main board of the Nigerian Exchange Limited on Wednesday, 5th January 2022 at 40 naira per share. In fact, this is the first time listing for this year. The trading symbol of Boa Food PLC is Boa Foods. This is for your information and record update, neither a recommendation for any financial position. But what we are saying, Boa Food was listed yesterday, it gained 10%. Today again, we have seen it gain around 10%. So it is a stock that investors are trying to position themselves. And at the same time, it is a sister company of Boa Cement. So last year, Boa Foods, they had to consolidate all their food industry and came up with the Boa Foods, and it is now listed on the main board of the Nigerian stock by way of introduction. That is, if you want to buy the shares of Boa Foods, you can do that through through your stock broker. It is the existing shareholders that have listed their shares, and of course they are willing to trade. So investors who are interested in having Boa Foods PLC can contact their stockbroker, and of course they or trading license holder, and of course they will be able to buy the shares.
Also, more information on this listing. The NGX is saying that the listing of Boa Foods shares has added at about 720 billion to the market capitalization of NGX, further boosting liquidity in the Nigerian capital market and providing opportunities for wealth creation. Saying that it is expected that this listing will also increase the visibility of the food manufacturing and processing and distribution company Boa Foods to investors on the African continent and across the globe. They also mentioned that the NGX facilitated over 7 trillion naira worth of capital access across several asset classes.
Exactly.
as well for both public and private corporations in the year 2021. And as a multi-asset exchange, the NGX is strategically positioned to be the preferred listing and investment destination connecting Nigeria, Africa to the world as well.
That's correct.
Yes, even myself, when I saw it yesterday, I was like, which one is Boa Foods?
Okay.
Yes. So glad to see though. We're seeing new companies that
No,
we
Boa
want to
Foods
invest
have
in.
been existing under the Boa Group.
Okay.
So what the company now did was to consolidate their food sector, including their flour and some other noodles. They had to group it together and give it a new name.
Okay.
Boa
Separate
Foods.
from the cement.
Yeah, separate from the cement.
Okay.
So you can see the cement is there, it's still
Boa
at about
Cement.
something naira.
Yes.
Boa Cement, and this is now
Boa
Boa. That's why the level of visibility now is making it so visible for investors to take part and position themselves in Boa Food. I think it's a very good development for the food industry, and at the same time for the market. And that's why the NGS is telling you that it is the required destination for you to raise capital for your businesses. Not only big corporations like Boa, but for also SME. Because if Boa is listed on the main board, we have other boards. Yes, we have the growth board, which used to be the ASEM, that is for small and medium scale. So you have the growth board, you just approach them through your stockbroker, and of course you'll be listed on that board, and you'll be able to raise capital for your business. I'm sure you should be advising your SME listeners for them to look at that option of funding.
Well, our SME listeners are now under entrepreneurship segment
Of
as
course,
well.
that's
Yes.
true. That's true.
So we'll definitely be doing that
Of course.
in
of course.
subsequent episodes. Any other financial news today?
Well, we have read it already.
Okay.
And we'll just advise investors to, this is a new year, they should position themselves very well, do their own homework before they begin to take a decision concerning their portfolio.
All right, thank you very much, and that wraps up the stock market report for today. Remember, you can catch up with a detailed analysis of the prices and how all the companies listed on the exchange did today at the market on our website. Is www.broadstreetradio.com. Also, you'd have those information posted on our Facebook page. It's at Broadstreet Radio NG, on Instagram at Broadstreet Rad as well. Have an amazing Thursday evening. Thank you.
Thank you.